So it's a perfect moment to invite our speakers and moderator of our first session on the stage. So let me take the pleasure to tell you about what our first panel discussion is going to be about. Our first panel discussion is going to be about changing face of customer experience in the age of AI. And I would like to request our eminent speakers to kindly join us on the stage. May I request Head Customer Service, Panasonic, Mr. Chandan Kumar, to please join us. Let's have a big round of applause for Mr. Chandan Kumar, everyone. I would like to take the pleasure to invite Mr. Anish Ahuja, VP Customer Service, Whirlpool of India. Heartiest welcome to you, sir. Let's have a huge round of applause, everyone. A kind request to Mr. Sanjeev Ramdas, EVP CX Industry Speaker, to kindly join us on the stage. Okay, he's going to join us in a while. May I request Mr. Rajat Wadhwa, Head Customer Applications, Hero FinCorp, to kindly join us on the stage. Requesting Mr. Rahul Rajpal, VP CX and Global Operations, Aspire, to please join us in the panel discussion. Mr. Rahul Rajpal. Big round of applause, everyone. All right, I would like to take the pleasure to invite Ms. Shivani Kapoor, Head of Customer Service, Clovia, on the stage. Next, we have Mr. Rajiv Nagarajan, GM and Head of Social Plus Digital CX, airtel. Ladies and gentlemen, next in the panel we have Mr. Tarun Aggarwal, Group CTO, Capri Global Capital. Heartiest welcome. And last but not the least, the most important person who is going to moderate the panel, we have Mr. Ashish Nijhara, CTO, Acefone. Big round of applause, everyone. Heartiest welcome to all our panelists and to our moderator. And may I now request our moderator, Mr. Ashish, to kindly take the session forward.
Audible? All right. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here in the midst of stalwarts from the industry, and grateful for the opportunity to actually not roast them, but at least ask them basic questions around CX, especially around the world of AI. And of course, each one of you brings in your own unique experience from your day-to-day work style and work ethics. So we'll quickly run through. What we'll start with is a quick round of introduction. And maybe we can start in the same order as she, quickly, we can start with that. And maybe if you want to answer AI in customer experience, is great, except, or anything you want to add to this line, feel free to add. Yes.
Hi. Myself, Kumar Chandan. I am managing the field operations for Panasonic Electric Works India, formerly known as Anchor by Panasonic. So, AI, it is, especially in our industry, it is, along with the AI, human touch is very important because we have been managing the field services across the country. And fortunately or unfortunately, our more than 70% sales are based out of C and D class towns, where still AI acceptance, it is, far way to go. Anyway, our managing the data operations through the AI, it is a great experience and learning for all of us. Whereas human touch is very important in providing the field operations, especially.
Morning, everyone. My name is Anish. I am with Whirlpool of India, heading the customer service function. I've been in this consumer delivery industry for almost about 25 plus years, and with Whirlpool, 25 plus years. And I've been into various functions, various roles, into sales, into supply chain, into customer service, both in the domestic and the international market. Pretty excited to be here, and looking forward to a great session interacting with the moderator and our panel folks. When I look at AI, I think it just is a bouquet of surprise, and you just don't know what is going to come further. So this is what really keeps me excited and really want to see what kind of evolution this entire space is going to offer, not only in the CX space, but across a variety of spectrum. So yeah, pretty excited to see this evolution and the journey going forward.
Sure, thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning. So I am Rajat, and working with Hero FinCorp as head customer applications, looking for majorly all the applications, I would say majorly Salesforce and MuleSoft, Heroku, the other digital applications, and AI transformation these days. Definitely, this is the buzzword we are all hearing, and we are discussing this only over here as well. So on AI part, I would say that we are already in the new era of AI. It is not like that it is future or it is coming in next few years or so. We are already into the era. We are already implementing those things into the organizations. And that's what we will talk about maybe in next half an hour or 1 hour, 1 hour so. So, and thanks for giving the opportunity to be part of the esteemed panel members. So looking forward to learning from all of you as well. Thank you.
Just to interrupt here, may I request our moderator? Sir, we have our speaker here with us. We have Mr. Sanjeev Ramdas, EVP, CX industry speaker with us. May I request him to kindly join us on the stage? Thank you, sir. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, once again for Mr. Sanjeev Ramdas.
I welcome on board, sir. Welcome on you. Please.
Hi, morning. My name is Rahul Rajpal, and I'm currently part of a growth stage fintech startup, which is based out of headquarters in Singapore. And my role is to lead customer experience end-to-end for the organization. Last 30 years, I've had the opportunity to work with some of the biggest brand names in the customer experience, including Google and American Express. And one thing I want to share with all of you here is that back in the day, we were looking at, from a customer experience perspective, we get the right product, we get the right people in the front, who will drive the customer experience. Today, for us to really lead the not just CX or a customer experience, but entire organization at scale globally, AI is making it possible for us to do things which we could have never imagined earlier. So very excited today being part of this panel, not just sharing what we are doing as an organization, but also learning from this group, from this panel and from this group, that we can take it back and leverage back in our organization. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Shivani. I've been working with Clovia as a head customer service from past good 10 years. And, it's a huge, long journey that we have crossed together. And, when it comes to AI tool, then I would say it is, very, very helpful for customer experience and customer service, because it is giving us the pain point or the deep analysis of what the customer is looking at, or what are the needs. So I think that nowadays AI is a best tool for us to get into the deep details of the requirement and then accordingly fulfill the same. Thank you.
Hey, check. Good morning everyone. Good morning to the fellow panelists and the moderator. My name is Rajiv Nagarajan. I manage the social media and digital customer experience for Bharti Airtel. I think most of the points have covered about the AI, and I think we'll go deeper in the sessions. I mean, it's not just a buzzword these days. I mean, it's kind of reshaping how we see customers. And one thing I'm more interested in the AI space is that how the implementation of AI is not just meeting brands' expectation or saving costs for the brand, but how it adds values to the customers and brings an impact to their journey with the brand or the organization is something I am more interested in to learn more and to understand more. Thank you. Look forward to connect with all of you.
So, hi, I am Tarun Aggarwal. I am the Group CTO of Capri Global. I have worked for Paytm and Adobe for the last 2 decades, joined a year back. So what I believe is that AI is just a starting. So think like this, that is, we design software, but it runs on hardware. The 1996 Intel supercomputer, which cost you $40 million, our mobiles have faster computers right now. So GPUs would become cheaper. 5 years down the line, what I see is that with a combination of 6G that Government of India is promoting 2038 target, 1 millisecond latencies, combination of GPUs, fastest GPU on your hand, that is AI would democratize. It's going to change many things. IoT will come in. It might be like this one day, that is, I have a very bad session. I'm going home and my AI is able to detect that my driverless car is driving me home, and my AI is able to detect that Tarun is has a hectic day. Let me make a strong coffee for him. So the world is going to change massively in the next 5 to 7 years. That's what I believe. It's just the beginning. Thanks.
Hi, this is Sanjeev Ramdas. AI is a great tool. Data collection and faster processes. But for customer experience, we need, because customers are human beings, they're people. And human beings need human touch. Human beings need emotional quotient. So artificial intelligence can help us gather whatever we are doing in tools like phone is an artificial intelligence, and what it has done to the society today. Because everybody is living in the phone. They are not using it as tool. So artificial intelligence to be used as tool, very good. But there is something called ancient intelligence which will go out of human brain if we depend too much on artificial intelligence. So in customer service or customer experience, we are dealing with humans. So there is ancient intelligence has to be in combination with artificial intelligence. Walking on artificial grass is not that good. Walking on natural grass is very good.
Rightly said, sir. So let's roll up to the first set of questions. I have this for Rahul. I mean, you with your experience in the organization you're with, do you have any real-world use cases you can call out, if they have added to cost effectiveness or any specific personalization benefits? Would like to learn on your journey so far on that.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah. So good. Quite a few things. Firstly, I agree with Mr. Ramdas here that we are at the intersection or interplay of human and combining AI. So it is not a one answer that you just blindly deploy AI or just look at humans. It is a balance that you have to build. And we are doing a lot of stuff in this particular space. The very first, I want to start by saying that we have a very clear model that we want to predict, we want to preempt, and we want to personalize with AI. It's not a one single answer that we are trying to drive through AI. Couple of use cases. We started looking at a customer experience journey and said most of the informational easy queries, we would drive it through the bot. And bot is not giving a very mechanical answer. It's a more latest AI technology which is helping us to give a conversational answer to the bot so that it doesn't feel like you are talking to a bot. 85% of our informational queries today, we are successfully been able to answer to our customers through our generative AI technology. And with the 90% customer satisfaction score. We don't get customers come back and say, hey, I'm not happy about it. For anything which is more complex, we put humans in front. Okay? That's the first stage. Second stage is we are now integrating our APIs. APIs integration means the customer context can be embedded in AI. So the moment I interact with the chatbot, I know that the bot is talking to Rahul. I have done these 5 transactions last. This is where the customer context come in. We are on that journey right now to transform this set of queries as well, which is again helping us to constantly look at what the customer need is, and we provide the faster response and an accurate response. So that's the first one. Second, from a preempting perspective, imagine a lot of times or historically you would have seen customers would come out on social media, rant about issues. Hey, your customer service team didn't answer this question. I didn't really get this response right. We don't need to wait in the age of AI for the customer to actually say my issue has been pending for the last 10 days. And guess what we did? We actually started looking at predicting different signals, customer wait time, customer thread on emails, difficult or words which the customers are saying like frustrated or I didn't get this response right. We flag these opportunities and issues proactively, flag it to our frontline teams who are then being able to connect with the customer. So let's say if Rahul as a customer is actually showing that I'm in a pain, I don't need to wait for Rahul to rant this in the social media. I pick up these cases, flag it to my escalation team who reaches out to the customer and say, Mr. Rajpal, I know that you are seeing this problem, I'm here to help you. We have seen a significant drop in our escalation rate just by using this. And last but not the least, traditionally, historically, you have seen a lot of companies deploy massive amount of headcount to handle the phone volumes, right? We are now training, we are yet to deploy this, we are now training our phone bot to be able to handle these at scale globally 24/7, also using AI agentic to take actions so that if the customer is calling and saying, hey, my fraud is happening on my account, I want you to freeze it, at a click of a call or a button, you're able to do that. So these are some really good examples. Again, back to Mr. Ramdas' point, use AI mindfully, intentionally, keeping customer at the core of everything, not blindly.
So operational benefits plus personalization, both are answered. Yeah, Rajat, you want to add?
Yeah, I would just like to add a few more use cases which we are using in my organization as well. So we have recently implemented one AI-powered document verification system, basically. So in our organization, if I just brief you that we are in the lending space and having the complete end-to-end loan journey. So when the loan journey is happening, what is the major pain area we are having? That salespersons uploads lots of data whenever you are taking any loan. So lots of documents, etc., are being asked from you, right? So the SC, the salesperson, is uploading those documents. But now the problem is that my operations team need to validate that all the documents are correct, the data entered into the system is correct, those are matching or not. So there are lots of checks which ops team need to do. So what was the problem? That there were so many discrepancies that we were facing the challenges of NIGO, which is called as not in good order. They were raising more than 100% NIGOs, that it goes to ops, they checks, found some discrepancy, send it back to salespeople that it is not correct, corrected and send it back. So why it is more than 100%? Because even one application goes to salespeople back, say, multiple times. So that was the challenge, and up to 5 days, the queue was there, and that's where the delay was happening and ultimately impacting the customer experience. So what we did with the help of AI, that we have used Agentforce for Salesforce, which is the generative AI layer of Salesforce. So what we did, that whenever my salesperson is uploading any documents, it is automatically fetching everything, even if it is handwritten document or whatever, it automatically do the intelligent OCR, fetches all the data, send it to LLM, and basically compares everything, that if everything is fine or not. All the checks, whatever operations team is doing manually, that is done by AI now basically at that point itself without sending it to ops. So that's where they are checking and rectifying there itself and ultimately saving lots of time and ultimately giving the customer the loan disbursement quite faster comparatively. So when we started this project, at that particular point of time, we have thought around that it will give somewhere around 37% of benefit in the TAT and all. But when we actually made it live around couple of 2-3 weeks back only, and we saw the output, we are seeing the huge output of around improvement of 82%. Whoa. So that was even beyond our imagination as well. So we are implementing these use cases on a regular basis and learning from it as well, and seeing the output is really, really good basically.
The whole office culture is gone. One team to another team is gone.
Yeah.
Partly at least. Awesome. So next question I have for Shivani. Shivani, do you want to add anything around, any insights in terms of business decisions with real world use cases?
Yes, so basically, with us, since I've already informed that I'm working with Clovia, which is a lingerie brand. So with us, AI is helping us very, very deeply into analyzing the data and, giving us the customer insight. So basically, helping in predicting the customer needs and helping the customer as well into, deep sizing details. So recently, we have built an AI bot 2-3 weeks back, and within 30 days, we saw approximately 2 lakh customers, reaching us, and right now, 35% of queries are being solved by the AI bot itself. And of course, human intervention is needed because at times, like Mr. Ramdas already, informed us that human touch is always needed when it comes to escalation, when it comes to, deep helping in terms of requirement, in terms of, solving your problems. But of course, AI is helping in deep analyzing the data, customer needs, retargeting the customer when it comes to, suggesting them what to buy next, what is the next suggestion that they can, move ahead with. So that's what AI is helping us.
Awesome. That's actually quite insightful. Rajiv, question to you. So you have the most people's data with you, right? But how are you dealing with predicting consumer behavior?
Yeah, I don't have the data, by the way.
That's not right. I think we all know.
So, but telecom being a backbone industry for any of the brands that reaches the customers, right? It like kind of acts as a bridge for brands or the organization to talk to the end user or customers. When we say AI, I mean, kind of often feel that it is kind of getting overhyped in terms of when we talk about personalization or when we talk about prediction. So the personalization was always there, but how the current AI model is helping, for example, telecom industries, right? For telecom, it's like every click and every scroll from the customer, or probably every recharge history, tells a story. I mean, it tells a story of the customer background, their journey, how they started. I mean, what do they consume? And the question is how effective we're using the model to kind of bring an impact. Like I initially said, the point is that I'm more interested in a space where how we can leverage the AI model to bring an impact to the customer, not just for the organization in terms of cost cutting or in terms of using the fancy term of implementing AI in our tools and technologies, But is it really impacting the customer, and is it saving their time? Is it bringing a delight factor? When I say, so imagine if you are using a SIM card from a telecom company, and you are traveling abroad, and the moment you land, the technology back predicts that you are not in India, you're in abroad, and then sends you a welcome message saying that, hey, wish you had a safe flight. We see that you're not in India. Hope everything is fine. And here is what we suggest for you to not have a bill shock. You can subscribe for international roaming pack. And that goes kind of a lead. But what is more important is that I predict the customer behavior, and I'm not just doing a sale, but I'm also making sure I bring a trust to the customer, and thereby bringing a loyalty to the brand. So I think brands should kind of evolve in terms of using AI, because as Sir rightly said, I am always in that the human plus AI should be as a support model, and it definitely is kind of reshaping how we see customer data, how we see the insights coming from customers, kind of data turning into insight, and how a cross-function team in an organization uses that, right from the supply chain to your support functions, to your operations, to the last mile. But what is very important, see, I would say, you being from a reactive model to a proactive model, and also kind of understands customer behavior, and also make sure that I add some delight factor to their journey, right? I mean, that's something that I'm more interested in the space, and I'm still learning about it.
Awesome. So
Thanks.
brand loyalty is very important, which is evolving with this.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Just want to add, Chandan, so are there any improvements do you see in first-time resolutions, or the predictions, or again similar to predictions in your world?
We at Panasonic, AI is very much enabler to provide the greatest service to our consumer, and in terms of data analysis. It is one of the great tool to elevate our service standard and quality. And as far as predictive analysis is concerned, yes, in home automation product, it is, there is a tool that anticipating the product to be failure or some component to be failure, and further providing proactive service to our consumer. And definitely it is also helping in rostering and scheduling the engineers, and allocating the calls, and then maintaining the minimum stock levels at service center points. At the same time, we feel that human touch is very important, especially as I mentioned, we deal into electrical construction material product, like switches, sockets, MCBs, like essential services it is. And our majority of the sales volume are in small towns, where a consumer doesn't need any machinery solution. They don't want to speak to a machine. They want some human touch. So at the same point of time, our engineers are very much focused on empathizing the customer, giving them trust, reassurance, and empathization is very important, because किसी के घर का MC भी खराब है, at the same time if you are providing machinery solution, they will not listen. So assuring to the customer, that is very much important, and our technician is very much capable enough and focused upon the empathization and listening to the consumer. So this blend of human intelligence and artificial intelligence, we are providing a great service to our end consumers. Yeah.
Awesome. That's good to know. Sir, Anish sir, is it similar in your case as well, because you guys share similar industries?
Yeah. So before I answer this question, I was just kind of reflecting on what all the panelists mentioned here.
Yeah.
And one thing really struck me, that having been around for some more time in the industry, about 25, 30 years, I've actually seen how service was done maybe 25 years back, how service was done maybe 15 years back, 10 years back, 5 years back. And one can actually see the evolution. And we've been talking about data. Look, India has evolved in a very, very big way, both from the governance point, regulation point.
Yes.
So there's a need of data. Why? Because you just can't open a bank account with without certain documents. So you need to have. You can't open a demat account with a certain documents. You need to have those documents.
Yeah.
But the point is, there's so much of data. How much of data is actually used purely for governance or regulation versus the data used for business decisions? I think the organizations have to invest in data for a simple reason why sheer population of India is increasing. Sheer usage of product is increasing. The penetration of product is increasing. Yeah. So data, what people would have, let's say maybe X million were using X, products. Now maybe 10X are using those kind of products. So obviously the data is going to be huge. And companies will have to automate. But the fact is how much of data is pure, basic data, without you can't do it, versus how much of data is for decision making. That's the first thing. And this is only going to increase. The other thing, coming back to your question, is how the role of AI is kind of helping us in our industry. So look, we've got various use cases. And one of the use cases which we have picked up is how the AI is helping us convert the customer on the shop floor. So, if any of you are going and buying, let's say you decide to buy a refrigerator or a washing machine or air conditioner, obviously when a customer goes to a shop, they have 2 or 3 brands in their mind that I want to pick up 1 brand, 2 brand, and, let's see what happens on the shop floor. We think we take a lot of informed decisions. We do a lot of research, but you will be amazed to know how easily our decision gets changed on the shop floor. The guy will tell us 2 things and our decision will change. We'll move from brand X to brand Y. And that's the power of the guys on the shop floor. Yeah. And how do we ensure that we win on the shop floor and we implement our AI technologies there? The amount of time you spend surfing the product on the web and the amount of time you actually see the product physically, that's the largest interaction which you have while searching a brand. If you're on the shop floor, you spend 30 minutes. On the internet, you spend 30 minutes. So these 2 are the moments where we actually can decide whether the customer is with you or the customer is not. And our industry is where when you don't win a customer for a refrigerator today, next 10 years, you're not going to see them because they're going to use this product for 10 years. So if you lose a customer today, you've lost it for 10 years. Unlike a mobile phone or any other company where you can, every 2 years, the customer is there in the market to buy. So for us, winning on the shop floor is very important. And what we've done is we've got almost about 8,000 retail executives on the shop floor, meeting our customers and trying to promote our products. How do we ensure that they have the right skill set, right knowledge of the product, so that in a matter of 5 minutes of interaction with the customer, they're able to make an impact? Because literally you will have 5 or 7 minutes to really know what my sales pitch is, and then you decide whether I'm going to buy a product or not going to buy a product. So for us, how do we win that 5 minutes on the shop floor is where we have invested hugely on AI space. We ensure that our retail executives are fully trained. We also ensure that they continuously keep themselves updated and if the customer is not there, we've got an app where they will just look at the product and do a sales pitch. And the AI is going to tell them in a matter of 3 minutes whether your sales pitch is up to the mark or not. Now, as a customer, I'm going to buy your product or not. So the app will say, the AI will say, boss, sorry, you failed in your sales pitch. Go back to your training module and train again.
It's live feedback.
It's a live feedback. Within a fraction of a minute, the AI will tell you whether you've made the right sales pitch. And if your pitch is right, am I going to buy the product from you or not? Or if you've not, go back and refer to this training module. And we do this across 8,000 people. Not only the 8,000 people which we have on the shop floor, but about 6,000 technicians which visit our customers every day. So the ecosystem which we are talking about is almost about 11 to 12,000 people. And these are off-roll people. They are not people who are directly on the payroll. So engagement of these people using stickiness of this app, and the moment they see that I'm winning by using this model, that is what actually decides the success for us.
Awesome. So I think if I summarize, so we saw use cases around brand loyalty, we saw use cases around immediate feedbacks, saw use cases around improving productivity with auto calling, robocalling, or solving a customer's problem with that. Efficiency improvements in different stages of a customer journey, whether an onboarding or a sales journey, or resolution rates with the, helping them quickly identifying a problem. I think if we just summarize it, it's an end-to-end journey which is being impacted by AI, broadly speaking. It's a matter of time that all the departments or, either will converge to one or they start thinking alike, or they will be too small to really, manage people, really rather be managing agents. So yeah, I think that's really an insightful input. Moving on, I have the next question to Tarun here. So I think we've talked about real world use cases. Do you see any security compliance? You're a tech guy yourself. Security challenges, trust challenges, and what has been your journey with AI? I'm sure we talked off stage, but I'm sure would be nice if you can share your insights.
So being an NBFC, customer security is and compliance is P0 for us. That is, the way we manage is that is, we have procured our own GPU servers. So hosted in our own data center. So we are a cloud-based company, we use AWS heavily, but yet the entire customer data, which includes Aadhaar, is our PAN verification. One of the problems of using Gen AI or the new AI is that, Gen AI is now AI, that's what I believe, is that the cost. The way we are optimizing it is that, like this, agentic AI to convert a PDF document or OCR analysis, we do it using code. Benefits, no token uses, 1/1000 of a cost. So less than 100 document conversion, less than a paise. And the third thing is consistency. One of the biggest things missing in AI is consistency. We are fixing that by leveraging those things.
So trust.
We have designed one of the world's first deep agent. That is, it was live in production. So we use AI right from hiring. That is, my AI hires people, especially Photon Straight, to deciding whether I need to give a loan to a customer. So customer assisted. So the thing like this, every people think differently. That is, how do we make sure my CPU, that is my credit analyzer, to think in a similar fashion. So those hidden insights are found by my AI. And that is, we serve to make India a developed nation by Viksit 2047 model. We need to give credit to those people who are not considered creditworthiness by the banks. So this is something. So we have given loans to people who were originally we were not giving the loans. And those are becoming better customer than a general customer. That is lesser delinquency. This is something. And this is, we do announce as well, so that's public there. And this is something we are changing. So this is the world that is changing, and that is on security front. That is, what we have done is that even the employees in Capri cannot see the numbers, mobile numbers of their colleagues. Everything is click to call. Whenever you want to see, so people like me can see only 10 contacts a day. And whenever I do it, every log is being converted. So the security of my customer, none of my employee knows my customer number. We do track our employees. When they are going for a collection, are they actually going to the collection? That's again an AI-based system. That is, or he's watching a movie with his family. So these are things that we are able to identify right now in production using AI. And that adds security. We have recently launched gold collection service. Gold, that is, we have a large AUM of gold, few thousands of crores. So we do collect gold from the homes of our customers, the entire tracking by ecosystem. But that adds to security, the real-time tracking. So this is something we are using a lot in AI, but yes, that is, none of our data leaves India or even outside our data center if it contains customer data. So you will have to make a mix of open models plus private models converted in-house, and think the things that many people use for, that is overuse of AI. For customer, it doesn't matter. If you talk about CX, AI ने solve किया क्या human ने? Consider Neha or Akansha, that is, who is trying to buy something on e-commerce site. She wants help. She calls a customer support number, waits for 15 minutes in a queue, repeats her question thrice, and then she's put on hold for twice. Consider an AI agent that comes in, she knows what she was browsing, what was the history, and solves the problem. Even she can complete before the step. She could complete her sentence. So for customer, for me, it doesn't matter कि AI solve कर रहा है क्या human कर रहा है. For me, the results matter, my time matters. And the biggest pain that customers have is that आप मेरी problem नहीं समझ पा रहे. That's what AI is going to change massively. That's what I believe.
It feels like, I mean, my wife was struggling to do a simple transaction on one of the bank website, don't want to name that. And it was absolutely like this. She did on chatbot, मेरे को अपना amount बढ़ाना है transaction का. She's not able to do that. The moment she tries, OTP is not coming, the call is not coming, and she was very frustrated. She slept very frustrated last night, and exactly same problem as a customer she faced.
The other thing that would be solved is that think like companies like Paytm, PhonePe, who are fintechs.
Yeah.
They do not earn anything on UPI. So their customer support might not be as great as companies like Amazon, Zepto, or Zomato, or Swiggy. So the way they can solve is that using cheaper GPUs in the future, everyone would have a personal assistant solving the question. For instance, I might say, I was unable to recharge my Airtel phone. What can be the issue? The customer lives in his localized language. We have right now some parts of it live in production. We also educate our customers. We have finance ki Pathshala. We have created 100 plus audio videos. That's another area, but we do educate our customers, and we have prevented fraud for the company as well as for India. But think like this, that is 2 years down the line, the customer says, my Airtel payment failed. The system goes back. He says, intent is Airtel was not recharged. What can be the issue? It files an API to Airtel. It says payment was not done. Next, it files an API to UPI. The payment was not done because the other side, acquired bank was down, let's say ABC. So that is the entire ecosystem that is coming in picture. So everyone would have better customer support 5 years down the line. And the people who work on laser thin margins would have also better customer support.
Awesome, awesome. Sanjeev sir, question to you in the same thought, that have you seen in your journey around challenges with trust or security in the world of AI which you've used?
You know, to me, the question you're putting is the wrong question. Why? Because security, data, everything, we go on AI, but just like you said, the transaction didn't go through.
Yeah.
The OTP didn't come. And the inconvenience which customers are having because of AI today. And we think we have done a great job by doing AI. Not that I'm beating AI. AI is a very, very important tool. Data gives you decision, or decisions are taken at the end, right at the end. Data doesn't matter.
Right.
You've gone through the data for 2 hours, but suddenly somebody takes a decision and it's done. Where the decisions are coming from? It's not coming from data. Human beings buy your services or to get some joy out of it. They want the service done faster to get some joy out of it. So it's customer delight. And all of us are also customers for many other services. So what makes us happy, what makes anyone happy, will make your customers happy. So there is a saying, be in the customer's shoes. You know, so if we imagine कि उसके shoes उतार के पहनने हैं, वो नहीं है. You are a customer yourself, whether it is AI or not AI, and that customer is our bread and butter. Right. All of us sitting here eat food, pay school fees, pay EMIs because of the customer. But we forget that customer. We are saying we have AI, we have big data. You go on the app, the customer is paying for the company, customer is paying for your bread and butter. So I don't believe in AI as an end story, because the end story is people to people. It's people science, and people science is ancient intelligence, not artificial intelligence, because we are natural beings. We don't like unnatural things. The people, those who are working on AI and those who are using AI, I don't know how much do they like it. Just because it is their job, they have to do it. How much it is contributing to the human growth or human, I have doubts.
Fair point. So moving on, I think Rajat, for you, of course, there was, you mentioned about a project which you executed and it got live 2-3 weeks back. How fast was it to implement? Was there enough speed, compliance, everything put in place? Or how do you see that? Managing speed versus quality or compliance specifically in your world.
Yeah. It is very relevant question, I would say, related to the NBFC. I think Tarun has also talked about the challenges in NBFC and all. So I would say that AI is giving the speed, but at the same time, being in the lending industry, NBFC industry, this is a regulated industry where RBI is coming, other regulations are coming every day. And you need to take care of all the compliances as well along with the speed. So while we are implementing any of the AI projects for the benefit of customer or benefit of organization as well, we also need to look after the key areas that it should not impact any act basically, or say privacy act, privacy of customers, or any of the compliance areas which RBI expects us to do. So that's where these are the major challenges we need to look for. I will take a small example of other use case which we have implemented in the customer experience, where the auto responses, AI-powered responses of the emails, because there are numerous thousands of emails per day are coming as a customer complaints and all. So it is very difficult for the human to read everything and respond on time as well. So for that also we have implemented another solution that it will read, understand the intent, and automatically respond as well to the customer. But keeping the compliance in mind, keeping the customer interest in mind, keeping the customer experience in mind, customer delight, which Sanjeev is talking about. So we need to ensure that the response which is going to the customer, that is correct to the apt what he is asking for. It should not be a random generated answer from some data lying behind. So that's where what we have done, that my AI solution is reading it, getting the intent out of it, creating the response as well by fetching the data from the database, but it doesn't send it to customer. So it saves over there, and we have put another layer, human layer basically, who will just verify once that correct data is being sent to the customer or not. If there is any need to change, he will quickly change it and send it to the customer. So that is the human layer we have added in between. Maybe in future when it is advanced and the response rate is quite high and it is correct fully, maybe it can be automated. But that's where we all need to look after the compliance sides, regulated sides and all. The other side is, I would say, apart from speed, there is a data as well, data biasness as well. So, because AI works on the basis of what data is available in the world, on the internet, right? That can be correct, that can be non-correct as well, that can be biased as well. It depends upon what has been posted over internet. So, AI is not having the brain of its own, right? It works on the basis of what data is fed to it. I would relate it to, on a lighter side, I would relate it to the Three Idiots movie. I think everyone has seen and heard the Chatur Ramlingam speech. So that was the pure example, I would say, of AI. He is the AI basically. And the letter he was having, it was the data which has been fed to AI. So if data is wrong, ultimately AI would give you the wrong output. So we need to have, the human layer need to have that trust layer in between, that how we will ensure that ultimately we are adhering to compliance, ultimately we are adhering to correct outputs which are going to the customer for the customer delight ultimately.
Yeah. So it should not hallucinate. Yeah, Rahul. Yeah.
So just adding to that, while Copilot is a very similar example. This is a Copilot. I have AI completing the work, not sending it back to the customer, but a human agent verifying this and then sending it out. The other thing that I think companies will have to spend a lot of time, once you deploy the AI solution, say it's a chatbot, it's a phone bot, or any other solution in business, your team needs to constantly model, monitor, and continue to train the AI model. How do you do that? we look at the responses which the bot has not been able to answer. We look at where the possible compliance issues have happened. And instead of saying, look, I'm going to stop this and move everything to people, you will have to go back upstream and look at what exactly went wrong so that you can train the AI model. You do that right, your AI model will continue to refine as you do that.
Awesome. I think that is actually, yeah, you want to add, Rajiv?
Quickly want to add, the best thing about AI in customer experience is that it remembers everything. The worst thing, it remembers everything. So, I mean, he was quoting a point saying that AI kind of predicts that someone bunks the work and goes for a movie. I think, got to be careful.
All right. So, moving on, I think, in the interest of time, I think this is the last question for all of you. Maybe we'll have, if we have time, we can have one more. So, Anish sir, I think I'll ask you this one. So, with this advent, with the changes coming in with AI and AI in customer experience, how do you see evolution of skills for people? Do you see also jobs being taken or re-pivoted? I think that is one fundamental question which is there at the back of a lot of people's mind. I even read one study from Stanford last night, where since 2022, two job profiles which have started to go down, early career job profiles. One is customer support and the other is software developers. Early careers. I'm not sure how are your thoughts and your journeys. I would like to hear yours. Yeah, sure, sir.
No, that's a very interesting one, and in fact, most talked about topic as well. So a couple of things from my side. Look, whenever any disruption happens, there is certain collateral damage, right? But you can either become a victim of collateral damage, or you could say, all right, this disruption is inevitable. How do I now start focusing on areas where I can add more value? So it's about doing a mundane job versus a value-added job. I think the moment the organizations are kind of now looking, I had deputed X manpower to do this mundane job, which now kind of been done. What do I need to do now to do more value-added jobs? Yeah. So I think the moment we start looking at the switch, and look, any disruption will have some impact, I think that's a reality. Yeah. Constantly, we have to also find ways to really not only skill ourselves, but also reskill ourselves. So, and we also need to also understand that what we have learned so far and what we've reached here, not necessarily the same learning is going to take us forward. So it's about leaders also, how do they reshape their learning, unlearn, and then also adapt themselves to the newer skill sets. A lot of things doesn't come easy to us because we've not born in this age. So for us, also adapting is a big kind of a thing. So it's not about only in the front end. I think a lot of mindset change also has to happen at a very senior level positions as well, because yeah, that's how it is.
Sure. I think thanks for that. Yes, Sanjeev sir.
So, to this thing, population is increasing.
Yes.
Every day. And then they say that rozgar badhao, kaam badhao. Where will people eat food from? And artificial intelligence is saying, jobs ghatao, kam karo. So how people are going to get jobs? What will happen to the future if AI takes over? Your job, everybody's job, AI has taken over. What will happen to you? What will happen to you? Because anything which is happening to others will eventually happen to you as well. So AI is good for sorry, I didn't get your name, but Rajat. Rajat was saying it can store compliances and other data which is required, maybe legal contracts. It's very good for that, but not for people interaction. It is a people's planet. It is not built for artificial intelligence. It is built for human intelligence, the ancient intelligence. You, me are no different.
Absolutely.
Because everybody dies and we think we will not die. Everybody dies. Nobody is permanent.
That is fair. That is fair. But
So
if
it's good. Artificial intelligence is very good tool, but cannot replace human customer touch or customer delight or customer experience, whatever you call it. It cannot replace.
So I just want to quickly share one of my personal learnings. My first interaction with a voice bot happened 15 years back, right? That was in Australia. Let me also give you certain perspective. A call center agent cost in India is about, what, 4 lakh rupees per annum? And which would be about $5,000. But a call center cost in developed market is $50,000, $60,000. So share, and if a volume of business increases, obviously you can't have, $60,000 people increasing. So what had happened in the West or the developed countries is India is just following now. Yeah.
Yeah. I think last comments from Tarun and Rajat. I think you guys want to
what
speak
I
up.
believe is that the future would be AI plus human empathy. That would be coming soon. So this is a wave that we cannot stop. As my friend was saying, that US is $15,000. The developed country has a labor shortage. So AI would definitely come there. Because US has already driverless cars. China has that. So some things that is for India, it might be difficult, but yes. So in future, what I believe is that new avenues would open. So as we hear, that is an antibiotic has been discovered leveraging Gen AI after multiple decades. There was no antibiotic discovered in the last 50 or 70 years, that's what I know. So that is that is better life. Similarly, I was studying a report yesterday night, that's last week report, that tuberculosis have been, AI is able to identify tuberculosis better. If you talk about India, dental services are very costly in US or foreign countries. Indian dentists with a combination of 1 millisecond end-to-end latency might be doing some operations, or that is dentist transplant in European countries. That's the new waves. And what I believe in future, AI would not be replacing humans. People who leverage AI would be replacing humans. So we need to adapt. As we might be thinking that AI might impact humans. Someone at the top might be thinking that these people can also be replaced by humans. That's possible. But if we learn and leverage AI, we would be replaceable. That's what I believe. Thank you.
Yeah. I think last comment, Rajat, for you.
And just the same point I think I was making. So completely agreeing on the point for the Sanjeev and Tarun, everyone, that ultimately it is not a replacement technology basically. It is for helping us,
Augmenting.
and ultimately helping human to ensure that yes, whatever we are doing, that is done in a better manner basically. In the, I would say that many years back when internet came, at that time also the same kind of discussions happened.
Correct.
Or computers came. So the same kind of discussion happened that it will replace humans and computers will come.
Augmented.
But ultimately, it came with a new skill sets, completely new industries. And that's what is going to happen in future as well. Whoever is leveraging these things, and ultimately this will open up new areas of skills and jobs basically.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think with this, I'd like to call it done, because she's there at the right at the back of us. So thank you all. Sorry, sir, we can have this question offline, sir, if that's okay.
Yeah, because we are slightly running late and we have our next corporate presentation lined up. So thank you so much to our distinguished speakers and to our moderator. It's been a very thought-provoking session for all of us. May I now request Mr. Siddharth Shah, he's the Director and Head of Sales India from Zendesk, to kindly felicitate our honorable speakers on the stage. May I request you, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Chandan Kumar, Head Customer Service, Panasonic. Let's have a big round of applause, everyone. May I request you, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Anish Ahuja, Vice President Customer Service, Whirlpool of India. Kindly requesting you to kindly felicitate Mr. Sanjeev Ramdas, EVP CX Industries Speaker. Requesting sir to kindly felicitate Mr. Rajat Wadhwa, Head Customer Applications, Hero FinCorp. A kind request to you, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Rahul Rajpal, Vice President CX and Global Operations, Aspire. May I request you, sir, to kindly felicitate Ms. Shivani Kapoor, Head of Customer Services, Clovia. Requesting, sir, to kindly felicitate Mr. Rajiv Nagarajan, GM and Head Social, Digital CX, Airtel. Requesting you, sir, to please felicitate Mr. Tarun Aggarwal, Group CTO, Capri Global Capital. Requesting, sir, to please felicitate our moderator of the panel discussion, Mr. Ashish Nijhara, CTO, Acefone. Huge round of applause, everyone. Let's have a group picture.